Hi everyone, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, in today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. We are going to have a love story and I have guests on the channel. You want to see them, stick around, subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, and let's get right into the video. So, like I said, we have our guests today on the channel, and as you can see them, husband and wife. Very good couple, loving, and I know by the end of this video we shall have learned a lot from them. So we are going to start with them telling us their names, and ladies first.
Hi everyone, I'm called Asijalis and I'm so happy to be here today.
Wow, welcome on the channel.
Thank you.
And I'm called Timothy Asijalis.
Wow, the Asijalis.
Yes.
You are most welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
So you people have been married for how long?
We are making 3 years.
3 years. Wow, marriage looks good on you people.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So how did you guys meet?
Okay, how we met, I would say it is a long story, but I want to just cut things short. We had met earlier before, then we lost contact for like about 3 years, and then we met after 3 years in a certain fellowship on WhatsApp group during Corona. That's how we met, and then we started from there, and things became serious, and yeah, here we are married.
Hey, so you met before, but then lost contact.
Yes.
And some good Samaritan made the WhatsApp group for you
Yes.
guys to meet again.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
that sounds interesting.
Yeah, but we were added in a group. He didn't know that I'm in the group, and I didn't know that he's in the group. After like 3 weeks, that's when we realized that, oh, this is the same guy I know, and he's like, this is the lady I know.
And
So
things began.
things began from there. Yeah.
Hey, God, we thank God for bringing WhatsApp groups.
Yes. Corona.
Yeah. So you guys are not tribe mates.
Yeah.
Because I heard your names. So how did you guys, connect? You are not Timothy is a Munyankole, for you I get you. Some people fear to get married to people who are not of their tribes. How do you find that?
Yeah. Oh, you want to go first?
Yes.
I think to me, it wasn't an issue with me. The tribe, I didn't mind much about the tribe. I think when love came in, and the fact that I'm a Christian, so the cultures didn't mean a lot actually.
Oh.
And I didn't have any problem with having someone not from my tribe.
Wow, so you love made him not to see. Okay, it made him see beyond your tribe. And how about you?
Okay, for me, I would say at first I grew up fearing some tribes, of course. Like the things I've seen couples going through in different tribes. So I grew up like having some specific like tribes I would really want to marry in 2 years. But then I really thank God that maybe He gave me the desire of my heart. I don't know, because getting married in Western, it was like one of the dream I had, because I would not say that I've ever had something good about them, but we used to hear stories about Western. They are good, they are what, like but even in my life I thought Western is like outside Uganda, something like that. So
Yeah, but in the land of milk.
But then, as I grew up, still me deciding to get married to him, it was not that, because by then I'd even gotten to know some people who are from Western, but still they didn't behave so well like the way I expected. But deciding to marry my husband, it's because of some things I saw in him. First of all, I loved him the way he loved God. Like he loved God. He's someone who fears God. So that is something I looked at, like the first priority. Like I wanted to marry a man who really fears God, not just fearing, but acting it even in his life. Because there are so many people who fear God, but they don't act out like fearing God, like fearing people of God. Like they don't fear God like in their lives. But I saw him. He's really like acting out what he says.
Wow.
And that's something I liked about him.
That's-
And it was my first priority, like a God-fearing person. And then the second one, I would say, like, he's selfless, like his selflessness, like he's someone who pours out everything when he loves you. So I liked that on him. He's caring, like before when we got married, he was so good. Like I can't even I'd never even expected that. It was like something I didn't even dream about.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's why even I decided to, I love him so much, and
just see, look at me.
I love him so much, and
and that
Yeah.
made you marry
yeah,
him.
he's selfless. His love, his care, and the love for God.
Wow.
That's what
So
made
Timothy,
him.
I heard people say that Gishu's eat people. We are not afraid that this guy would at some point cook you.
So,
Mm.
as I had told you, to me I have a different view of Christianity and of someone being a Christian. So when I met her, she represented that, like really Christian who knows Christ and who knows God. So besides that, I didn't think maybe this Christian lady I have met who is portraying Christ in her, like that didn't come in what others are saying about a certain tribe and all that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I can say, perhaps.
That's so good. You know, people are so tribalistic. I remember when I told my friends about my husband, of course we are also not the same tribe. People were discouraging me a lot. How are you going to communicate? How are your parents, going to communicate with his parents? And then at some point I felt like they are right. But as you know, love moves other things and you look beyond everything. So I'm so glad, Timothy, you didn't look at what other people think, the fears about other tribes and etc. You went ahead and married. So that's good. So how is marriage so far? 3 years almost down the road.
Yeah, 3 years. Marriage is good. I would say it's really good. Good, challenging, learning so many things, learning to stay with someone under one roof for like all your life. So it is really sweet. I would say that. There are so many challenges, but I love marriage. It is so sweet. Because of the love, like the love which is in it, like it's the center of everything. So besides all the challenges, I would say marriage is really sweet. So good.
Okay. How about Timothy? When you're single, there is a way you live your life, and when you get someone, there's also some way of life that you're supposed to, adjust. Now you know that you're going to live with this person. Maybe children come in between. How are you guys? Like, how is it so far on your side?
So to me, before getting married, from a single life, I knew it was a commitment, not only to my wife but to God.
Okay.
So now I have to live a life, and I try to be a husband that God would want me to be, that He would expect from me as a Christian husband. So I think marriage is good to my side, and especially when you all agree on same things. And sometimes some challenges pop in, and most especially from actually not within, but from people outside your home. That is the most challenging part, when third parties come in. Yeah, so they bring this. Someone will say, will tell your wife a story of 20 years ago.
and she finally she's annoyed in the bed.
And you reach home happy for someone to come here, and you find the but but I like my wife. She's understanding, and she trusts me as I do, with her. So it's a matter of understanding each other, sitting down, explain, being trustworthy, and saying everything plainly, not hiding anything. Wow. Because now when you get married, it's like you are one.
Mm.
So that openness,
Helps.
when she knows all that is happening, even though someone speaks out anything, but then
She knows who you are.
yeah, I think that is one of the challenges, but otherwise marriage is very good.
Yeah, there are so many people, they like bringing things which
Like past.
yes, and they want, and at some point we get angry, like myself. I had a story about my husband. It's like, why did he tell me? So I was so angry. I asked him, you man, why didn't you at least tell? And he said, so what has it helped you?
Well, after knowing it, yes.
So at least we should respect people's dustbins.
Yeah.
If they have thrown something,
let them leave
or
it in
carry
the
them back
pit.
into their marriages.
That's
so
true.
that's so nice. How many children so far do you have?
We have 2 babies, a boy and a girl. Yeah.
So how is motherhood and parenting? When you get married, you're so excited. You're two, you cook your fish and you eat it alone. And then now babies come in the picture. How are you finding everything?
Yeah, parenting is it's interesting. It is interesting. It's good and challenging. It has so many things. And it's like now a school. Like it's a school for us. I would say it's a school. Like we are learning so many things with these kids in our home. How to raise them, how to go about with them like they are young. You don't have to treat them like how I treat my husband. He's old. I will say, oh, you bring me this Uganda, bring it. But she's a baby. I will tell my girl, bring me this. She will not, or she will just look at me. So those things make parenting somehow hard, but good that we cooperate as a team. We to parent our kids, and we agree on things. We sit down and agree on things, how we are going to deal with this, how we have to raise our kids. And actually, previously it have been so much challenging, like so much. There is a lot of things, like now our girl is like becoming old, and she goes to school, she comes back with things, like she speaks some things, there is a way she's behaving, and then you wonder how are you going to go about like that. But then I really thank God for so many resources which are helpful. I would say that they are really helpful, and more especially the Word of God. It have really helped us as a couple to raise our kids. Like actually this year, I would say it have really helped us a lot. Like there are so many books we read about parenting, Christian parenting, and even the Word of God. Through the Word of God, it shows you how even you have to parent your kids.
Yes.
So right now, I'd say things are going well.
Wow.
Yeah, they are.
How about father?
Yeah, I think parenting is a day-to-day learning experience.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know at what age am I supposed to teach child this. I remember one time when our daughter went to school for the first day, she came and said, "Daddy, how do boys susu?" and you're wondering how to go about that, how to answer. So I think it's like a day-to-day experience, but by the grace of God, we are moving on, trying to raise our kids in the way that really God would want them to be, and not putting our desires first.
Wow.
Not raising them like how you want, but really how God wants them to be.
Yes. Wow. So our next question is, now after getting children, someone I saw a photo on Facebook. Before children, you people sleep together and everyone is here. The first child comes in, is in the middle. Someone is miles apart from each other, and now you have two. The working load is too much. One goes to school, another one is young, and it is. So how do you guys handle that? And then you remain loving, like you don't find you cheating on your husband on time and him cheating on you time.
Yeah, I will talk about unity, like us cooperating as parents, that these kids are ours. It's not just my work to do this, because so many people have misunderstood the women, like the duty of women in a home, as like when the Bible talks about being a helper, many people think that being a helper is a maid, like a housewife, like a maid, being there doing house chores, do everything, like you're alone doing that, like. But it's not that. So I really thank God that my husband understands the meaning of being a helper to him, me as a wife. So we really cooperate. We work together. If I'm cooking, he's cleaning the baby. He's making the bed. Sometime if I'm serving food, he's doing something else. If he's cooking, I be with the kids.
He cooks.
Yeah, he does. He does cook.
Wow, that's nice. So you do things together.
Yes.
And how do you find? Sometimes when you find a man cooking, they feel like you are bewitched.
Yeah, that's true, because people have been speaking that actually.
You find a man in Africa washing plates, a man holding their wife's hand when she's very sick and almost dying. So they feel like a man carrying a baby, removing a pump, and that man is bewitched. So how do you cope up with that environment in your house, and maybe your friends around who come around and find you, helping your wife?
So as I had told you, people think that is too much with people who don't know God and who have not experienced the love of God and who bring culture, who treasure culture so much. They want to behave the way their grandfathers and their foreparents did, which I think is not the right thing to do. So find someone complaining you're having too much time for babies than me, they know there is a problem. Because if you all, as she said, if she's cooking and I'm helping change the diaper of my son, then what time has the baby taken? But the problem comes here when the mother is cooking, take care of the baby, doing everything. So you're seated on TV and watching football.
Yes, and you take tea, you call her, come and take tea.
So I think, to me, I don't think that is how marriage should be, because you are partner, half from this side and half from this side, and you make one. So you should help each other in everything.
I know husbands are going to stone me.
I know.
They don't want this. So I'm so glad about your husband and you people doing the work together. That shows unity, and that shows a good picture to us as people who believe the Bible, who believe in God. Because there's no way you will go outside and teach people to love their wives.
Yes.
Yet your wife is carrying the first baby on the back, the other one in the hand. She has to, run up and down, cook for the visitors. Yet you just sit somewhere. Yeah, it's a very good thing, and I've learned that from you. Okay, so are you guys, do you fellowship from the same church, or do you do any ministries?
Yeah, we fellowship from the same church, Cathedral in Tari Baptist Church. And we love children. We are having children's ministry. Every Sunday we are having a club at home. Okay. Kids gather, the community, they come home, and we share the word of God. Then we have another ministry in it's like a village like 27 kilometers off from here. Okay. So every Saturday we are there. Reaching that
with your wife. Do you guys? Wow.
Yeah, we work together.
Hey, that's so good.
I thank God.
And I know God is really happy. Sometimes you find that some people, when they are in a ministry, maybe they are serving, they don't want to go with their partners. You'll find a man is so busy somewhere serving God, but when his wife is not even anywhere in the picture, and at the end of the day, it is the wife who has so much time with the children, trying to tell them about God. So if you serve together, even I know your children can copy a lot from you. So thank you so much. So I'm so glad I'm learning a lot from the Asijalis. So another question, are there some moments in your marriage you feel like, these ones are hot? So far?
Yeah. Sometime when, for example, the first days of our marriage, you were not okay financially, and that's when you find who is really by your side. When people
after marriage, you are alone.
You are alone. You are from the church at the reception. You have many people, but after there, 2 months after the wedding, then life was hard for us actually. But my wife understands. Even when there is no salt in the house, she will understand, because as I told you, our home and our marriage is for both of us. So she knows how much I have on an account. She knows she has the bank account. We share the bank account. She knows how much is there. Like all our life is for both of us. She knows the pin of my phone. She knows the whole of me and then the whole of her. So that has made life easy for us. Like that understanding. You find in some places, find men complaining, my wife is not understanding, I don't have money. But because sometimes we don't open up.
That's true.
We hide our finances. Maybe you get 500, you tell her 200. Or sometimes you don't tell her at all. She sees you bring money home, so she expects everything. But if you open up and you run a home as a ministry actually, like your partners in this ministry are running. So not like a job, like a wife is not a board member, is someone who is with you. So I think that has made really our marriage run, even in difficulties. Even when we don't have food in the house, no one can know, like we are okay, we know today you go. So yeah, I think that has made it simple.
I think transparency and honesty, being real to each other, it have really helped us. Because I entered this marriage knowing my husband, knowing how he's standing financially. Because we got married when he doesn't even have a job, like he's earning a lot of money or what. He was serving in a ministry, whereby it's a ministry, you don't expect to be paid. So anything you get, it's like support, just supporting you, like you to serve in the ministry. And then it was Corona time, so things were hard. They are not going for ministry, they can't get any support, and here comes that we are married, and we have to eat, we have to pay rent, we have to be craving. I'm craving after 3 months. I'm like, it's too much. I remember one time, it was Sunday. We had 700 700 shillings in the house, and we didn't have food. We didn't have anything, but we had gas, like cooker. Yes, only that, and water. So I was like, love, what are we going to do? It is Sunday. We have to prepare food and go to church. Or we have to go. We come back knowing that there is food. And we are just a new couple, like we can't go around begging people. We don't even have friends. I don't know anyone. Like I just know the people, like the side of the parents, and but I can't even go to them. So I remember telling him that it's okay, we can get some pot of posho, and we had some. I remember I had some nuts which was left small like this in the cavera. So when I was hanging clothes in the morning, there is this girl passed with the basin of dodo. So I was like, yeah, this is perfect. Dodo was for 200. So what I did, I bought dodo, and I told him, you know what, I have nuts. So I'm going to make dodo and nuts. We cook that, and then I go and find a way of getting posho at the shop. We had a lady with a shop there. She was like now starting to be my friend, because we are buying things there every day. So I went and told her, this is the money I'm having, 400, and I need a posho quarter. He said, it's fine, take, I know you, Mama Flora. I came, I cooked posho. We are very happy. We enjoyed the lunch. After church, we are very happy. But I would say it's not about money. It's not about how much you have or hardship, like what you're going through, but it's all about what you have between you. What bonds you to what matters. So it is love. That love is strong. We committed to each other. So I feel like nothing can separate us, even though hunger, even though poverty, it cannot come between our love.
Wow.
So that is what I can say about that. So we have gone through all of this because of the commitment we made to each other, and we are still strong. And I know we shall be strong until maybe Christ decides to take us back home.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, of course, someone will always tell you marriage is not a valley that you just walk. There will always be some mountains, and when like you fear God, approach to a question to a problem in marriage differs from how the world. Some people, when you get money, when you marry, and maybe there's that time when there is no money and you're trying, they depart. They be like,
Yes.
and some women do cheat. Some men, they be like, my wife is pressing me. She wants money all the time, and etc. But according to your story, I realize that it's due to not when you are not understanding your partner. So I know some couples out there, you're learning about maybe the issue of honesty, transparency, unity, a lot. That's what makes up a marriage. I'm going to give you another question. Have you ever felt like shifting your bed from that bedroom? Like I'm saying, is there anything that has ever annoyed you and you feel like sleeping in your daughter's room?
I think I have many, but he can go ahead and start. Please go ahead.
I don't think, to me, yes, there are some things that maybe because you're different from different backgrounds, and there are some things that maybe she does, and sometimes like you get angry for a meantime, but that has not made think of maybe shifting and going somewhere else.
Yes.
But because we are different, and maybe they were brought up sometime, it also depends. For example, like me, I don't talk a lot, like, and for her, she
likes talking.
yeah, she speaks. So sometimes when she speaks, I want to first listen. The first wants to
For you to keep
answer
saying,
immediately.
like you have to follow that story.
yes, and that's not my nature. But then have some time to bear with it, and sometimes you get angry. Sometimes you misunderstand each other, but as long as there is communication, I think things will be streamlined.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say, as he said, he's someone who is quiet. He does not talk. He does not. You will be talking and he's just listening, and you wonder, is he really paying attention? But then, with the time, I'm learning to know him. That when I speak, he needs time to listen, to think and process, and before giving me any answer, or he has to think. But me, I'm not like that. And maybe like some things which he does, and I'd be like, oh, this is horrible. You didn't have to do this. I didn't expect this in marriage. They are not so. Actually, these are small things which even break people. So my husband, as you know, that he's my partner. We work together, everything together. I'm sick, he's cooking. I'm not sick, I'm not feeling well. Just maybe I'm reading my things. He like make you coffee or make you something. So sometimes he tended to do things, and I'd be like, no. Even though I know you wanted to make me coffee, but you're not leaving the kitchen like that. I would feel like, and I remember actually that one gave me hard time. To really even appreciate him. It actually, I think even the devil sometimes uses those moments to make us even not to see our pattern as our real match. Like, this is the real match God have given. Like, he's a perfect person to you because of these small things we see. So he will go and make an egg and then he throw everything. And I love my kitchen so much. I love the way I organize everything. And you find that the tea leaves are here and the spoon is the other side and the wipes are here. Oh my God. So actually for so long I've been like, just when he brings me coffee after taking, I go back. When I see, I start quarreling instead of saying thank you. So it's been a hard time. If he cleans the baby, he makes the baby, they go in the bathroom, showers him, and I find him, maybe the basin is the other side and the soap is not where it is. I complain instead of appreciating. Wow. So it has been hard for me to cope up with that. Even to thank him, oh, thank you, to be appreciative, like, oh, God, thank you, this man He has helped me. He's making food for us, even though things are messed up, but I should see that good part. I think that is something I've learned, and I'm continuing learning, like I'm learning it, to appreciate him, to appreciate what he has done for me. And yeah, that's what I can say.
So that was your biggest challenge.
Yeah,
I think it's a common challenge to us women, because most of us are, perfectionists. You have put here your Bibles and you want Bibles to be in the same line. This flower should not even move an inch. This remote, why, you're not alone.
Yeah.
Those things do happen, and our dear husbands sometimes, for them they are opposite. You find maybe as you come, the shoes are there, but like you said, you learn. Marriage is a place of learning, learning to understand each other, and learning to that you're living with a person of a different mind, and then his weaknesses are your strengths, like that, and appreciating.
Yeah, appreciating actually. Yeah, that is so important.
I've learned a lot of things from you people, and I must say thank you so much for accepting to do this video. Yeah, so many people fear doing videos, but I'm really so happy. Thank you so much. Do you have anything you want to say before we say bye to our viewers?
Yeah, we are thankful to be here and to be sharing with you our life and our marriage. God has God lights in godly and good marriages. But the devil is trying to break marriage at any point it gets. So, and as my wife said, there are those small things that will break up a marriage. So I think we need to stand firm in the commitment that we made with God, and make sure that we do it perfectly. And the two things that I can say can build up a marriage, that is transparency in a home between a wife and a husband. Yeah, because even though something happens, your wife knows. Maybe there is someone who is calling your phone, and she picks. She knows who this person is. But imagine I don't allow my wife to pick my phone, and then if someone calls, is ready, and the reaction there, only that can cause the marriage to break up. So I think honesty and transparency, that will build the home.
Okay, what I can actually say to our viewers who are viewing us today, and that we are so happy and blessed to be here to share our marriage life with you, with all of you. And it's like a piece of advice actually to all of us married people, that marriage, it is not a commitment between only you and your husband. It is between you and him and God. Like God is in the middle of it. So I would say challenges will come. Even your partner can end up cheating or doing things which are not good. But remember this, that it is between you and God. So if he's not faithful, remain faithful. If he's not doing things like he's supposed to be doing, leave out those things. Like you should put this in your mind, that it's between you and God. Not because my partner have done this, even may have to do revenge. That is wrong. And let's remember that anything we do in our marriage, let us do it for the glory of God. Whether we are raising our kids, whether we are serving our husbands, whether we are welcoming visitors in our home, let's do it for the glory of God. And that will help. If you have that in mind, that everything we do is for God, it will give even that courage, and that you will not even be taken by any challenge, that anything cannot take you, because the cause is God, like it's Christ. So your mind will be not only your husband, but it's God. And that will change things in your life. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't like diluting people things when they have said them. Just learn a lot from them. I believe you have learned something by the end of this video. We love you so much. If you haven't yet subscribed, click subscribe and join this family. But now,
bye.